Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Joe.
And together we're the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends. Adam, before we record, I have to go to the bathroom.
But we're all set up. We just got all ready.
But I really have to go.
Oh, now I have to go. Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that stumbled across our podcast.
Every week, we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole ski-tripping episode.
And we try and make each other laugh.
And maybe some of you too.
How are you today?
I am well.
Yes.
It's holiday week.
It is holiday week. So.
Happy holidays.
Yes, whatever
to
you
all of
celebrate, we wish you a merry celebration.
Yes, merry celebrations to all.
Ours are quiet and subdued, just the way we like it.
That's right.
What episode are we doing this week?
This week is the one without the ski trip.
No ski trip. What's the IMDb plot?
Monica, Chandler, Phoebe, and Joey become stuck in the middle of Ross and Rachel's fight following their breakup.
Weren't they stuck in the middle of the fight last week, too?
Yes.
All right.
They will be stuck in many a fight.
Our episode director is a new director, Sam Simon.
Oh.
He's new, but Adam knows who he is.
I do. R.I.P.
He is the well-known writer, producer, developer of The Simpsons. He has 8 directing credits for shows. He directed more episodes, but 8 different shows he directed.
Okay.
Including the one episode for Friends, and then 55 episodes of The Drew Carey Show.
Wow, that's a lot of episodes.
Yeah. Mostly he was a writer-producer, but he did direct a few things. So.
Yeah.
And we also have a new writer, Scott Silveri.
Silveri.
Yes, he wrote a total of 14 episodes of Friends, was story editor and executive story editor for 50 or more. And he also wrote episodes for Mad About You and the TV show Episodes.
Oh, yeah. Which we still have not watched again yet.
We need to do that.
We gotta find what platform it's on.
Yes.
And we might actually have some of the DVDs around here.
Really?
I don't know.
That's weird. It's funny what you'll find on our shelves. We have no idea.
Yeah.
In fact, sometimes when I'm out, I look to think to buy you something, and then I have to text you and say, do we already have this?
Yeah.
What was the original air date?
March 6th, 1997.
All right.
This week, The Empire Strikes Back fell to position 3 as 2 new distinguished films took the top 2 spots. First, presented by the Walt Disney Pictures, Jungle to Jungle.
I don't remember that.
Which I had a hard time looking up because I kept spelling 2 instead of the number 2, and you have to put the number 2.
Jeez. What's it about?
What's his name? What's that guy's name?
Brendan Fraser?
No. No, see, I thought it was a Brendan Fraser movie too. It is not.
That's where my mind went.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen?
Yeah, it wants to get married, and he has to find the woman he was still married to get a divorce.
And she's in the jungle.
She's in the jungle, and she has a child that he did not know that he had.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
And then he brings the little Tarzan into the...
Wow.
Yeah, it looks spectacular. And then in the number 1 spot, Private Parts, about Howard Stern.
Oh, I have not seen that either.
No. I never... The one place I listened to Howard Stern, it was right when he switched to the whatever Sirius radio or whatever. They would play him every day, and all he was doing was he was amazed that he could now cuss on the radio.
That's all he would.
That's all that he would.
That's funny. Like, woohoo! I can sit here and swear. Okay.
That's fantastic. Good job.
Are you ready for some trivia?
Yeah, why not?
All right, well, this episode we have the first instance of Ross saying the classic phrase, "We were on a break."
We were on a break.
Yep, Rachel said it first.
Yep.
Historically, last week. But Ross says it for the first time and then many times after.
Yeah. He works in it 2 or 3 times in this episode alone.
So Chandler commented about having the crying Indian come to save them when he litters.
Yeah.
This is a tip of the hat to the Keep America Beautiful commercial that was marketed to reduce littering.
Yeah.
You reference it all the time because they made fun of it on The Simpsons, remember?
Right. Yeah.
So we talk about that crying Indian.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy that plays the crying Indian was born Aspera Osco de Corti, an Italian immigrant.
Oh, no.
Born in Louisiana. Renamed himself Iron Eyes Cody when he moved to Hollywood and built a career off portraying Native characters in Hollywood Westerns and also presented himself as a Native American in real life.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? However, his campaign, Keep America Beautiful, did reduce litter by 88% in 38 states. And he kept up the facade that he was Native American until he died at 94 in 1996.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Wow. I'm going to lay down after that one.
That's too much information. You're not sure how to take that?
Yeah.
Chandler owes Phoebe $7,000 in this episode because she gave him $7,000 to never smoke again, and he smoked.
Oh, no.
And the rest stop that they filmed the scenes where they filmed the rest stop are actually a soundstage, right?
Right.
They're not outside.
No.
Which means you can't have cars driving any sort of distance or any speeds.
Right.
So it's obvious at the end of the episode that when the cab drives away with everyone in it, except Ross, that the cab is actually stationary and the camera is panning alongside it to give the appearance of it pulling away.
That's right.
So when I read that, I was like, I gotta fucking see this. So I had to watch it. It's amazing. I totally thought the cab pulled away.
Thought the cab pulled away.
But it's
those little tricks.
I know. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think Peter Jackson used that same camera trick in Lord of the Rings when cabs had to pull away.
What's your episode reaction this week?
Well, this is one step up from the sad fest we had last week.
Yeah.
We kind of start off with the friends helping navigate the R&R minefield, but at the end of the episode, they're just like, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah.
You know?
It's been 2 weeks and we can't take it anymore. Right. Yeah, this is the aftermath of the breakup. The friends are caught in the middle. It's like fighting over the kids after a divorce.
Right.
You know, Chandler's the sarcastic comic relief. I would say it's a good, solid episode. It's not a favorite, although it has Adam's second favorite moment of all time in this one. Some good one-liners. You have to have this one so that you can address it and move on somewhat. You know, you have to go, okay, we're going to fight and not be able to stand each other or be in the same room, and then we can move on for the rest of the season.
Right, and then we can go back to business as usual.
Exactly.
Somewhat.
Let's do our favorites.
Okay. Joe, what's your favorite line?
I went back and forth because Chandler does some funny stuff.
There's a lot of good lines in this one. It was hard to pick.
But just like I like the one that Rachel says, "Oh, I'm sorry, did my back hurt your knife?"
Yeah.
I love, "Oh, I'm sorry, were you speaking to me or sleeping with someone else?" I love it. I love her delivery. It's just like a little tiny slap in the face.
Right. So I'm going to kind of do what you like to do. You sneak in a bit of dialogue as opposed to just picking one line. I went with Ross is my favorite line, but you kind of need the Carol line first. You slept with another woman? Oh, you're one to talk.
That is an amazing line. I knew you were going to pick it, so I didn't take it. All right, favorite moments. I like when Chandler gets Joey to have to go to the bathroom, too. Oh, now I have to go.
Oh.
And his face when he gets him to finally do it. He's like,
Yeah.
And then this is your second favorite of the entire series, right?
Well, I don't. What's my first favorite of the entire the thumb up?
Yeah, the
is
Chloe. You said last week it was one of your favorite moments.
I don't have them like numbered somewhere.
Oh, okay.
They're not on the wall somewhere.
Well, this one came up second.
Right, this is the second favorite moment, I guess. So it's number 2.
Okay.
But I really love it when Jane Sibbett as Carol, she kind of sneaks one past the stanzers and practices for it by pulling a hair off her tongue.
When she answers the door in the middle of the night. And he asked if she was sleeping.
And she's like, no. And then she immediately picks a hair off her tongue. And
it's amazing. I'm sure I missed it the first watch, but I look forward to it.
It was one of those things that I pointed out to you, and you're like, oh my God.
It is fucking amazing. Worth watching the episode alone. All right. Favorite outfits. There was not a lot going on with outfits because they were covered mostly, but I do like Monica's green sweater for the ski trip. Mm-hmm. It's the color. And whose robe did you like in this episode?
Hey, I happen to like Ross's green coat. I'm just kidding. I like Carol in her robe. During that dirty stinger we were just talking about. I kind of wish I was Susan.
Oh, man. I set you up for that. All right. Themes we explored this episode. Theme 1, hanging out with friends who broke up.
Aw, always tremendous fun.
Yeah.
Theme 2, stress smoking.
Right. Yes, we don't smoke, but we stress eat.
Not anymore.
Oh, not anymore.
That's right.
The new year.
New Year's coming up.
He's doing his impression of Homer.
Yeah, I'm working out right now.
Theme 3, how do they know where they're going?
Right.
They just go, I don't know, I think we're on this highway. Well, and I'm always asleep in the back.
Right.
How the fuck do they know where they're going?
I kind of figured out where they are, though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, throughout the episode.
Okay.
And theme 4, who has the biggest boobs?
That's right.
I think they really should have taken all their sweaters off. We should have looked at them in the bras and finally put that to rest.
I think it changes over the year.
Oh. She's got a journal, everybody.
All right, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the episode. Chandler!
What?
What does the sign say?
Beam me up, Jesus.
No, the no smoking sign. There's no smoking in my grandmother's cab.
Well, okay, then I have to go to the bathroom.
Please. No, Chandler, no. No unscheduled stops. You can go when we stop for gas.
Oh, come on. There's a rest stop right up there. Come on. I really have to go.
Oh, now I have to go. Sometimes just a small breeze.
Yeah. All right, so we are back.
We're back.
I'm pretending like I'm cold outside. Man, at the rest stop.
Oh, I see.
The cold never seems to bother them in any way whatsoever.
Nope. They're all standing outside. All right. Speaking of cold, where are the cold open?
Yeah.
Central Perk, Joey and Chandler, and a sweater vest. A motherfucking sweater vest right off the bat.
Right.
Chandler and Joey are sitting at Central Perk, and Chandler is reading the newspaper as Joey flips through a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
He asks Chan if he can read the comics. Mm-hmm. Chandler turns to him and goes, "This is the New York Times." To which Joey replies, "Okay, may I see the comic?"
May I see the comic? That's not the issue.
It's not can or may. They don't have comics. Phoebe and Monica walk in, and Monica says, "I thought you were taking Ross to the game." They are, but they're meeting him there. Monica's all upset because this is where they're meeting Rachel. And Phoebe is like, "Oh, come on. They can be in the same room together." Joey points out that that's not necessarily true. Ross was hanging out with them, and Rachel came over to borrow some moisturizer from Chandler.
Whoa!
Chandler gets immediately defensive by saying, "Something. Why can't you just say Rachel came over to borrow something?" Joey explains, anyway, her and Ross just started yelling at each other. Phoebe asks why Ross was yelling. He's the one who slept with someone else. Joey says, well, I guess he says that's because they were on a break when it happened, that she should have forgiven him by now. Phoebe gets really riled up and is like, whoa, he's so unreasonable. God, although I think I understand what he means. Oh my God, this is like 60 Minutes, okay? When at first you're really mad at the pharmaceutical company for making the drug, and then you just feel bad for the people because they just needed to make their hair grow.
What 60 Minutes was this?
So Chandler says, you know what this is like? This is like when my parents got divorced. Man, I hope Ross doesn't try to kidnap me after Cub Scouts.
Oh.
So Phoebe tells him she had a dream where Ross and Rachel were still together and they never broke up. And everyone was hanging out and everyone was happy. And Joey jumps in and says, I had the same dream. Phoebe says, yeah? And nobody slept with that Xerox girl.
Oh, I had the opposite dream. Me, Adam. I had the opposite dream.
Oh my God. Chandler tries to think positively and thinks maybe it's going to be okay. I mean, it's been a week.
Yeah.
Joey says, yeah, I mean, it's never taken me a week to get over a relationship. Monica slams him with, it's never taken you more than a shower to get over a relationship.
Ouch. Damn.
Rachel enters and Monica's trying to avoid a collision, says, okay, let's go. Let's hit the road. Let's get the show on it. Rachel says, okay, let me just get a cup of coffee. Oh, Rachel, I know the best coffee house, and it's so close. Rachel goes, closer than here?
Closer than this one that we're inside of?
Phoebe picks up a cup from a nearby table. Hey, look, I found coffee. Okay, let's skedaddle. Rachel says, hey, I may serve somebody's old coffee, but I'm not about to drink somebody's old coffee.
That's right.
Phoebe says, okay, Your Highness.
Your Majesty.
Ross enters behind Rachel. They look at each other for a moment, and Phoebe says in a deep voice, imitating Ross, oh, Rachel, I'm really sorry. That's okay. Do you want to get back together? Yeah, okay. Did anyone else hear that? Q, I'll be there for you.
Oh, Phoebe. Phoebe. So then we're at Joey and Chandler's. Joey, Chandler, Phoebe, and Monica. Joey is trying to use chopsticks and then flip some Kung Pao chicken on the floor right as there's a knock at the door. Phoebe and Mon are eating their Chinese cuisine at the counter as Chandler opens the door, and Rachel asks, is he here? Before she hands Chandler his moisturizer. And Chandler is annoyed again that people knowing he uses moisturizer.
I think the fact that it's a fancy bottle and it's not just like a big jumbo bottle of Vaseline moisturizer. You know what I mean? Not Vaseline. It's a jar. Vaseline makes lotion. But they usually come in those big generic pump things. And this one's very dainty and looks expensive.
Yeah, it would have helped if it was pink. So Rachel says hi to the gang and announces that they are going to love her Thursday night, 5 tickets, Calvin Klein lingerie show, and you guys are coming with her.
Whoa.
They are all stunned into silence, so much so that Rachel makes sure she said it out loud. And Chandler explains the problem is they made plans with Ross. He got a new home theater. I mean, I think I'd blow that off for a light lingerie show.
You can watch TV anytime, Chandler.
But Ross is so excited, but they're all sorry. And Joey explains that it's not like they don't want to go. Are we talking about models in their underwear here? And Rachel adds, and heels. And Joey's like, oh, man. But he looks at the guys, and they all give him a face. And he's like, Ross did ask us first. And Rachel agrees that that's fair and leaves. And Chandler makes Chandler sounds as the rest of them express how badly they feel. And then Chandler lights up a smoke. And the others catch him doing this and yell his name appropriately. He points to the cigarette like he's surprised and goes, OMG! And then Joey asks him if he's smoking again. And that's when Chandler admits that yesterday he was smoking again. Today he's smoking still. And Phoebe questions why he'd start up again after chewing all that quitting gum. And Chandler feels that this Ross and Rachel thing is just like when his parents got divorced, which was when he started smoking in the first place. And Monica asks, weren't you 9?
Yeah, I'm telling you, something about that first smoke after nap time.
And then there's another knock on the door. Now Chandler thinks with his luck, it's going to be him at the door. Phoebe asks him, Ross, and Chandler takes a beat and goes, no, him 253. His eyes are on the sparrow. Wow, Chandler, I don't know any hymns off the top of my head, but those are technically outside of my jurisdiction.
I'm surprised he did. That was almost my favorite line. I do like that. No, him 253. His eyes are on the sparrow.
I thought, is he talking about a hymn or a spy series? What's happening? But he explains that when his parents got divorced is also when he started using humor as a defense mechanism. It's Rachel again. Why she knocked the second time, who knows? Now she's asking if they have plans for the weekend. She has her sister on hold, and they could have her cabin for the whole weekend to go skiing.
Ooh.
So I guess Amy and Jill probably both turned down the Calvin Klein event, too.
Aww.
That's harsh. So she's asking first, right? She's playing by the rules. We can all shoot towards stronger friendships. And they all agree, and Chandler pops the cancer stick back in his mouth as Rachel grasps, Chandler, you're smoking? And he responds, hey, shut up, you're not my real mom. In addition to Ross, Chandler might benefit from some good therapy as well.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely, He's had a pretty tragic childhood. Now we cut to Ross's apartment, everyone but Rachel, of course. You know what I wanted to point out, too? That they never knock on each other's doors. They always just walk in.
Yeah.
And in this episode, she knocks twice.
Well, the first time I get it, because she wants to make sure Ross isn't in there.
Oh, I see.
I don't know why she knocks that second time.
So we're at Ross's apartment. Chandler is smoking by the open window, and Joey asks him to close it because nipples can cut glass.
Wow.
Phoebe says, cool, mine get me out of tickets.
Diamond nipple Tribbiani.
Ross really, really appreciates everyone spending this time with him. It's been pretty hard time right now, so I just want to say thanks. Chandler says, can somebody else hug him? I have to stay by the window. Ross then asks the gang about this weekend, suggesting they have a Laserdisc marathon.
Ooh.
Maybe a tournament on his new dartboard.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Man, we had Laserdiscs.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we had movies were on these record-sized discs, and you had to flip them over to watch the movie, continue the movie. Mm-hmm. Some of them had more than one. They had 2.
Yeah, you had to change discs throughout.
Yeah. But you had this, insider scoop. You've been reading about Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff. And like a month before, you were like, I'm going to sell my Laserdisc player and all my Laserdiscs. I was like, all right. And then they stopped making Laserdiscs.
They stopped making Laserdiscs at that point.
And they became obsolete. It was so funny. I was like, wow, good call.
Good job, me.
Huh? What do you think?
Dart tournament.
It'll be great. 2 days of darts. It'll be great. Joe says, it'll be great for next weekend. Ross is like, no, this weekend. Joey repeats, it'll be great for next weekend. I mean, it'll be great. Ross asks what's up, and Phoebe explains they're going skiing with Rachel in her sister's cabin. Chandler heads back to the window to smoke again. Ross says, so for the whole weekend? No, we're going to go up and ski for an hour and come
back.
We're
just going to go ski and then come home.
Monica apologizes, but points out she did ask us first. Ross has a pity party for himself and says, yeah, that's okay. I mean, if you guys have to go away, for the first weekend I'm alone by myself, I totally understand.
Hey, we missed a lingerie show to be here tonight.
Plus, he tells him later he has Ben all day.
Right.
Phoebe offers to stay because the last time I went skiing, I was too afraid to jump off the chairlift, and I just went round and round. I think that's how I would be. Never been skiing, but I don't think I would get off the chairlift. Joey points out that she is the transportation with her grandmother's cab, but he'll stay behind with Ross. Monica jumps in and, no, I'll stay. He's my brother.
What, a pity stay?
Monica says, no, we're going to have fun. We can make fudge.
Pity food?
I think there was a missed opportunity for him to say pity fudge.
Pity fudge. Well, I could go
Pity
for some
fudge.
pity fudge right now.
What am I pitying you for?
I don't know. Just make some fudge.
You should take your pick. Make some fudge. Ross says he doesn't need anyone to stay. Chandler says, well, then I might as well offer to stay.
Me too. I don't like that you can whine and then complain about this pity stuff. You complain to get the pity stuff.
Right. And then when people pity you, you can't go, no pity, no pity.
All right, so now we're in Phoebe's grandmother's cab, everybody but Ross. And Phoebe and Rachel are up front. Monica's sitting in the back with the boys. And Joey turns to the two others in the back seat and asks if anyone else feels bad about Ross. And Monica questions if they think Ross is still even mad. And Chandler thinks that he's probably more mad since Joey called him this morning to borrow his goggles. And Joey points out that his goggles aren't tinted. But Chandler puts a cigarette in his mouth, and Phoebe immediately says, Chandler, what does the sign say? And what was almost my favorite line, he said, beam me up, Jesus, with harsh determination.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, the non-smoking sign. There's no smoking in my grandma's cab. Well, then I have to go to the bathroom. And Monica's like, no unscheduled stops. Because she's the mom.
Right.
You can go when we stop for gas. And Chandler points out that a rest stop is coming up and he really has to go. And then Joey whines, now I have to go.
There's cut lines on the DVD where Rachel says to Joey, is that all it takes? And Joey goes, sometimes just a small breeze.
Yeah. A hand in the bowl while you're sleeping.
Oh, did you ever do that?
Did I ever do that? No, I never did that.
Yeah, I didn't go to a lot of sleepovers. I have this thing about sleeping at other people's houses.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I used to do it, and then one time I went over to this one buddy's house, and we had to sleep in his bed together, head to feet.
Why?
Because we didn't want to just sleep next to each other, head to
head.
Yeah.
We're not boyfriends.
So after that, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, I told you I was traumatized that one time I went to spend the night with somebody, and the lady made me take a bath in like an inch of water because she didn't want to waste it, and then made the daughter get in the same water. Yeah. And I was like, you guys got to come pick me up. And I need to take a bath when I get home.
I need to come home. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So Phoebe drives into the rest area, and Chandler shouts, brace yourselves. And Monica says, what? As Phoebe slams the brakes, lurching them all forward. And Monica hits her head, saying, ow. Joey jumps out of the cab and makes a pee run to the restroom, grabbing his stuff. And Chandler follows while putting a cigarette in his mouth. And Monica climbs out as Phoebe asks Rachel if she's going in. And Rachel's like, no thanks. Monica explains that Rachel never pees in public restrooms.
That must hurt sometimes.
Rachel explains, again, they're all in their 20s. They haven't overcome that. Like in your 20s, you're all kind of, I don't know.
Right.
But then after your 30s and 40s, you've had enough emergencies. That,
Right.
It's like, I don't fucking care anymore.
Just going to go to the bathroom.
But Rachel explains they never have any paper in there. And her rule is no tissue, no tushy. And Phoebe smiles and gets out. Not wanting to be left alone now, Rachel guesses if everybody else is going, and then she starts to climb out of the cab. I mean, Rachel has FOMO at the rest stop. That's some bad FOMO. And Phoebe shouts for Rachel not to close the door. And this is the kind of things that the kids do.
Yeah.
Right? So I just started to explain to them, look, I'm leaving because you're in the car and the car's running. Stay put. You have to explain.
Right. The keys are in the car because the car is running.
But like I said, these are young people. They don't have kids yet. So Phoebe yells, the keys are in there. Rachel says Monica said she had the keys. And Monica's like, I said got the keys. Oh, wait. That was from a season 1 episode, right?
Yeah.
Chandler yells, no, my lighter is in there. That's right. They are all locked outside of the cab at the rest stop.
Oh.
There has nobody there. There's probably dead bodies back there.
Probably. It's creepy as hell. It's the beginning of a Criminal Minds episode.
Right.
We're still at the rest stop. Everyone's still locked out of the cab. Mm-hmm. Chandler is upset that the tailpipe is not hot enough to light a cigarette. And Joey says, relax, he can get this open, and asks if anyone has a coat hanger. Chandler says, oh, wait, I do. Then he goes, nope, I took it out of my clothes this morning.
Those are the things that you really love it when Chandler says it, and you really hate it when I say it.
because I'm not in that situation with Chandler. But when I'm in a situation with you, I don't want to hear it. So Monica asks, so if your parents hadn't got divorced, you'd be able to answer a question like a normal person? Joey points out that he just needs the wire to jimmy the door open, and then asks for the underwire from one of the girls' bras. They all protest, and he says, come on, who has the biggest boobs? They're appalled, and he points out whoever has the biggest boobs has the biggest bra, therefore the biggest wire.
The cadet's logic is sound.
The girls protest some more, and Rachel says hers is too expensive. You can't hear it, like it's not, but they're all muttering under their breath, and she goes, mine's too expensive.
Mine's too expensive.
Joey says, if you want to get back in the car, we need the wire. Your call.
This is my third date bra.
Then they start calling each other out. Phoebe says, Monica's are the biggest. Monica says, these tiny little non-breasts? Please, it's got to be Rachel. Rachel says, no, hers are deceptively small, and confesses to actually stuffing her bra. The Mon points out that the bra would still be big, to which Rachel says, no, I stuffed the outside of my bra.
I stuffed my shirt.
Chandler coming in with the comic relief says, ladies, let's just compromise, okay? Phoebe, Rachel, take off Monica's bra.
Another good line contender.
Phoebe gives up and says, all right, forget it. Never mind. You can have mine. Chandler crumples up his cigarette pack and throws it on the ground. Rachel yells at Chandler, what are you doing? There's a trash can right there. Chandler says, well, I thought if I littered, that crying Indian might come by and save us.
And I just thought it was funny that somebody in the audience clapped at that joke.
Really?
Like, oh, they crying Indian. Yay!
That's amazing. Phoebe yanks her bra out through her sleeve, which must have been a joke, the Marta Kaufman household, because it comes up later in the series. They're constantly yanking their bra out through their sleeve.
Yeah. Well, once you learn how to do it, it's something you always want to do.
It's very easy, yeah.
I do it all the time.
I know you do. First thing comes off when you get home.
Yep.
Joey, thanks, Phoebe, for being very generous. There's a cut line. She looks at Phoebe's bra and goes, wow, this is nice. Were you planning on meeting somebody up there? Phoebe grabs her bra back. Chandler says, okay, now let's decide who has the nicest ass. Joey opens the door and says, and there you go. They pile in, and Chandler lights a cigarette, begging to smoke until the good part. They get in and put the car in gear and start to back up, and it putters to a stop. Phoebe says, oh, no. This has happened before. Rachel says, oh, okay, so you know how to fix it? Phoebe goes, yep. Put more gas in it.
Ain't no gas in it.
There's an oldie. Sling blade.
Sling blade. All right, so now we're at Susan and Carol's.
Uh-huh.
Carol is obviously fixing a romantic dinner for the two as there is a knock on the door. It's Ross. And Carol asks, what are you doing here? And Ross asks if she has the VHS tape. The VHS tape that is half the last episode of MASH and half the hostages coming home. And she's like, yeah, but now it's the one that has Susan and her in Mexico and the hostages coming home.
Which part do you think you wanted to watch? Half of MASH or the hostages coming home?
Both, probably. He's been going through a MASH marathon, but he didn't have the last episode.
Oh, he is having a terrible time.
Terrible week. So now that Ross can't get the closure he needs on the MASH thing, this is his worst week. He asks where Ben is, and she's like, he's sleeping. And then he notices the fancy meal and asks if it's a bad time. And she's like, yep, it's kind of an anniversary. And he's like, you guys got married in January. A different kind of anniversary? Oh. Candles, champagne. Anniversaries are great. You know, love lasts forever. Nothing like it in this lifetime. Money in the bank. So Rachel and I broke up. And Carol's like, I'm so sorry, Ross. I can talk to you about it tomorrow at dinner. And he's like, I'd love that. Me too. And then he sits down. And he's like, I guess it all started when Rachel got this new job. My mom was right. Whiners are wieners.
So we're back at the rest stop with the gang. Phoebe's on the payphone and says that AAA can pick them up.
Oh, good.
So before we get too far, I thought some people might not know what AAA is.
Okay.
So I looked it up for people. It's the American Automobile Association, not Alcoholics Anonymous. So 3 A's, which was founded on March 4th, 1902 in Chicago, Illinois. In response to a lack of roads and highways suitable for automobiles at the time, 9 motor clubs with a total of 1,500 members banded together to form the AAA.
Ooh.
And they are 60 million members strong today.
Oh.
I didn't think it would be that high.
Oh, no. Me
Yeah.
neither.
My mom and dad used to get it for me for Christmas every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was nice when you had old cars that
Yeah.
broke down all the time.
Exactly. When we started to be able to afford new cars, we're like, we're good. So anyhow, Phoebe asks, what town are we near? Monica offers Fremont, Westmont, Westburg. Phoebe, she goes, why are you answering? Do you at least know what route we're on? Rachel says, yeah, we're definitely on Route 27. Phoebe tells AAA we're at the rest stop on Route 27. Okay, then turns to Rachel. There is no Route 27.
Womp womp.
She listens into the phone and says it's either 93 or 76.
Okay, so I looked them up.
Okay.
93 goes north out of Boston,
Okay.
and 76 starts west out of Philadelphia. They do not cross one another. Not that that matters in any way. But so they're either in Pennsylvania or Massachusetts or higher.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of skiing in Massachusetts, so I would say Pennsylvania.
But I was assuming they'd probably be going toward Vermont or somewhere to go
Yeah.
skiing, maybe. I don't know.
Well, there's also like places in upper New York that.
Right.
But who knows?
We'll get clarification later. Don't
Oh,
worry.
you know. All right.
Yeah.
So Rachel confesses, sorry, she doesn't know. She always slept in the back when we drove here.
Such a spoiled brat.
Phoebe asks them if, hey, can you send somebody up and down 76 and check every restaurant? And also 93? She listens on the phone and says, okay, and hangs up. Yeah, no, they don't do that.
I like that she's just like, sure, okay, fine, bye.
Rachel laments, oh, okay, well, somebody will come and save us. Monica says, who? I mean, have you seen a car come by here in the last hour and a half?
Ugh, can you imagine being at the rest stop for an hour and a half?
No.
Ugh.
I think we should call Ross. Maybe he can get a car and come pick us up. Rachel is adamant. No, I'm not getting in a car with Ross. We'll just have to live here.
We'll go. You can stay here.
Phoebe tries, but if, and Rachel goes, no, you guys, I'm not getting in a car with him. You have to think of something else. Phoebe says, oh, good. Oh, Joey and Chandler are back.
The things they must have seen.
Joey walks up, holding up Chandler. Monica asks, so the going for help went well? Joey says, oh, yeah. Smokey Joe here got halfway to the highway and collapsed.
Oh.
Chandler says, I have the lung capacity of a 2-year-old. And he starts to light another cigarette. Monica yells, then why are you smoking? And he goes, well, it's very unsettling.
Alrighty, Roo. So we're back to Carol and Susan's. Ross is boo-hooing about the breakup as he finishes the meal that Carol cooked for Susan.
Aw, the little appetizers.
Such a sweetheart. And he's like, they took off for the ski trip without even looking back. Someone just needs to slap Ross.
Right.
Just a good slap across the face. That'll help him out. But he doesn't need them. He has Carol and Susan as besties now.
Susan will be so pleased.
Ross's beeper beeps. Area code 717, which is Southern Pennsylvania.
What?
So they are stuck on 76.
You figured it out.
Yeah, I figured it out. They
Good
gave us
job.
the clues, and I put it together.
Very smart.
I feel like you're being condescending.
I'm
right
not. I wouldn't have thought to look that up. Sorry.
now. So Ross eats the last scraps while asking, you have more of this for Susan, right? She's like, no, but that's okay. I'll just put out pickles or something. So Ross calls the number and Phoebe picks up whispering, Ross, thank you, Cthulhu. And he asks, why are you whispering?
I ate a bug.
And then Rachel starts to mosey on over to him. So Monica plays defense by telling her, hey, the tampons here are only a penny. Let's stock up. And she steers Rachel inside. Still on the phone, Phoebe explains to Ross that they ran out of gas. And Ross says he's sorry they ran out of gas, but he's too busy with his real friends. But Carol grabs the phone and tells Phoebe to hang on. And Carol says, take my car, go help your friends, and get the hell out of my apartment. But Ross refuses. Carol then says, look, we both know you're going to do it because you're not a jerk. You can sulk about it for a half hour and then do it, or you can just go now. And it is fun that his lesbian ex-wife knows him the best and cuts through all his BS.
You're just going to sit here and whine for another half hour, and then you're still going to go get him. Right. So just go.
And Ross tries one more time to fight it. Rachel doesn't even want my help. And then Carol argues, I'm sorry Rachel dumped you for this Mark guy, and that you were the innocent victim in all this, but don't punish your friends. And then she goes to tell Phoebe to hang on, but then she takes a moment because Phoebe has to take that second to set the record straight for Carol.
I love it that Phoebe's listening to this conversation. She goes, no, Carol, he slept with someone else right after they broke up.
And then Carol's like, what? You slept with someone else? And he's like, we were on a break. Huge eye roll from Carol. And that was just the first time he said it. Ross takes the phone and tells Phoebe that he'll find him. After he hangs up, Carol's like, you slept with another woman. And that's when he says, you're one to talk. And Carol shuts right up.
I do love it. That's the best line. It's so funny. It's so apt. All right, we're back at the rest stop. Joey has just spelled out PLEH, P-L-E-H, with sticks. Monica asks, what is PLEH? And he says, help, spelled backwards, so that the helicopters can read it from the air. Monica then asks what doofus is spelled backwards. Joey, J-O.
Oh. Ooh.
Kidding. Just then, Ross pulls up and Rachel is excited to see another car until she realizes it's Ross.
It's been 5 hours.
Phoebe tries to cover it up and says, oh, it's Ross on one of his drives. Rachel asks, what is he doing here? Ross says, he is saving your butt, but unless, of course, I'm stepping on some toes, in which case I can just mosey on. I got plenty of other people to help on the interstate.
He's probably helped like 6 other people.
Everyone shouts, no, come on, Rachel. Rachel gives in and says, all right, fine. Ross grabs the gas can he brought along and walks through Joey's sign, destroying it. Joey's upset. Oh. Chandler says, oh no, now it's not going to make any sense.
Oh.
Phoebe asks, you guys, what do we do about Ross? He drove all the way up here. What do we do? Just send him back and then we're going to go on skiing?
I won't be able to enjoy skiing if I know Ross, a grown man, is out there fending for himself somehow.
Chandler goes, oh, this is horrible. It's just horrible.
Horrible.
Joey asks, guys, do you think we should ask Ross to come along? Monica says, I know, but what about Rachel? I mean, how are we even going to ask her? Rachel goes, ask me what? But before Rachel walks up, Chandler's face is amazing because he sees her first.
Right.
And it's kind of like, stop talking.
Can Ross and Chloe come skiing? Okay, how about just Ross?
Oh my God. Monica says, it might be okay if Ross came skiing. The rest of the gang say simultaneously, I wasn't going to ask that. No,
I wasn't going to ask you that. No way.
Monica's so mad. Rachel yells, you guys are unbelievable. No, he cannot come. Ross says, excuse me. Chandler goes, it's horrible.
Horrible.
Ross, taking the high road, says, oh, please, can I come to your special magical cabin?
More skiing, Mr. Chandler.
Rachel points out, why would you even want to come, Ross? You're a horrible skier. He goes, ooh, hitting me where it hurts, my ski skills. Monica goes, here we go again. Joey says, I can't handle this, you guys. Chandler tries to break the tension. You know what? I can handle it. Handle's my middle name. Actually, it's the middle part of my first name.
Aw.
Ross turns and says, all right, Phoebe, your cab's ready. Rachel says, all right, let's go. Ross does the mom thing. You're welcome. Rachel says, oh, I'm sorry. Were you speaking to me or sleeping with someone else?
I'm going to go sleep with someone else right now.
No, you're not.
No, it would have been funny if you would have said that.
Oh, that would have been funny. Ross yells for the second time of many times, we were on a break. Rachel says, you know, Ross, why don't you put that on your answering machine?
Hi, this is Ross Geller. Please leave your name and number after the beep. Rachel and I were on a break.
Ross says, hey, it's valid, okay? I'm not the only one who thinks so. Monica agrees with me. Rachel rounds on Monica. What? She goes, I don't know.
I don't know.
Ross, still not knowing when to shut up, says, that's what you said last night. Monica says, what I said was that I understood. Joey is the one that agreed with you. Rachel rounds on Joey. Really, Joey? He pretends he can't hear her and goes, what?
What?
Phoebe, trying to smooth things over, says, you know what? But there is no right or wrong here. Rachel says, no, I think it's very obvious who is wrong here. Ross yells, obviously not to Joey. She still turns to him, and Joey goes, what?
What?
They all start fighting with each other. There's a lot of yelling.
And
Chandler tries to break the tension by dancing and shouting, guys, guess who I am? They only stop briefly to look at Chandler and go back to fighting. And then Phoebe steps in and makes everyone her bitch.
Noise.
Hey! Look what you guys are doing to Chandler.
Look at what you're doing to yourselves.
We know this is really, really hard for you guys, okay? All right? You don't have to love each other, okay? You don't have to even like each other much right now. But please, you have to figure out a way to be around each other. Joey agrees and says, yeah, and not to put us in the middle.
What?
Phoebe brings the hammer down. Yeah, otherwise, that's it. That's just it for us hanging out together. You know, is that what you want? Can you be civil? Ross and Rachel agree they can. Phoebe says, okay, good. All right, let's get back in the car because it's freezing and my chest is unsupported.
Oh.
Joey asks, oh, what? Wait a second. What are we doing? Who's going with who? Ross tells him to just go. He's all right. He's got to take the car back and he has Ben all day tomorrow. It's fine. No guilt.
That's unlike him. No guilt?
Monica says they will call him when they get back. Ross says okay. Phoebe offers that maybe they can go to a movie or maybe a rodeo. Ross agrees that would be great. Before getting back in the cab, Chandler says, I was being Shelley Winters from the Poseidon Adventure. Ross goes, I know. They all get in the cab, and the camera trick makes us look like they're driving us away. Phoebe yells, bye. Ross tries to start the truck and discovers the battery is dead.
Oh, of all the darn luck. Okay, now we're back at Susan and Carol's apartment. The doorbell is buzzing, and Carol runs out, pulling on a robe, and her hair is a mess. She groans, looking through the peephole. She opens the door. Hi, Ross. Were you sleeping, he asks. No, she chides. Ross says, oh, great. But while he's talking, Jane Sibbett does the best gesture ever captured for a primetime network TV show. She sticks out her tongue and pulls a hair off of her tongue. A round of applause for Jane here. Round of yay! Ross explains, I had to get you a whole new battery, as opposed to half a battery. A good one, $112, but let's call it an even 110.
Thanks a lot.
Carol takes the keys and thanks him, and she says she'll pay him tomorrow as she puts him back into the doorway. Ross is still talking, saying that, they all drove off. It was pretty hard watching them go. And Carol says, okay, bye. And then shuts the door in his whining face and goes back to bed with Susan. The door is closed. It fades to black. And Ross says, so I'm going to take off then. And that's the end of the episode. Cut and print.
We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back.
Well, I'm sorry your car broke down, Phoebes, but I'm a little too busy with some of my real friends right now. But please call to let me know that you got home safely, okay?
You still got in the middle of nowhere.
Phoebe, hang on a second. Here, take my car and go pick up your friend.
No, I'm not going to pick them up.
Listen, we both know you're going to do it because you're not a jerk, okay? So you can either sulk here for another half hour and then go pick him up, or you can save us both time and sulk in the car.
No, Rachel doesn't want me to...
Look, I'm sorry that Rachel dumped you because she fell in love with that Mark guy, and you're the innocent victim in all of this, but don't punish your friends for doing what Rachel did.
Yeah, you're right.
Phoebe, hang on a second. Ross wants to say something.
Ross isn't the victim here.
What?
He totally slept with the girl from the copy place.
You slept with someone else?
We were on a break, okay? We were...
I'm not debating this with you.
Yeah, where are you?
We are somewhere outside the city of New York.
I'll find you.
You slept with another woman.
Oh, you're one to talk. All right, we're back for the wrap-up.
What did we learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
I learned that no one knew where they were or what route they were on, but somehow Ross managed to find them.
Yeah. I learned that Carol knows Ross very well, and someone should give that cab a once-over. And I'm a little disappointed in Carol and Susan that their battery was so bad.
Well, they drive in New York, not all the way up to Pennsylvania.
Right.
All right, final thoughts, Adam.
Surprisingly, I think I would have stayed with Ross. I mean, I'm not much of a skier, but I definitely would have gone to the lingerie show.
And I hope Phoebe packed an extra bra, because skiing with that one would really suck.
Oh. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
What's our sweater vest tracker?
Oh my God. Well, so we were at 10. We've
Yes.
been at 10 for a couple episodes. And we had one sweater vest in the opening. So our overall count is at 11.
11. We only have 2 more to get to your number.
That's right.
And we're on episode 17. I think we can do it.
We can do it. So excited.
All right, what's our rating for this episode?
All right. Well, the IMDb rating for the episode is 8.2 out of 10 stars with 5,400 ratings.
Wow. Okay, so it's a holiday week and we posted it really late.
Yeah, we were slacking.
Yeah,
It's holiday.
we didn't get a
Sorry.
lot of responses, but we did get one from Michelle R.
Michelle R.
Yeah, new Michelle.
New Michelle.
Yeah, the other one was Michelle B.
Michelle B.
This is Michelle R.
Yes, okay.
Yes. Okay, so Michelle wrote, well, there are some funny moments in this episode. It's never been one of my favorites, which we talked about. Ross is very whiny, and Rachel is kind of a bee.
Yeah.
And the overall atmosphere is just uncomfortable with the other friends trying to stay neutral between R. And poor Chandler with his trauma response
Oh,
to it
poor
all.
Chandler.
Although she says he's very funny.
Yes.
All I could think for the most of the episode was that it all could have been easily resolved if they just had cell phones.
Cell phones, yes. That's one of the many reasons why cell phones were invented. To solve 90% of the problems we're having.
Absolutely. Are we broken up? No. See you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
All right.
I do kind of want to watch the Poseidon Adventure, though.
I know. I tried to Google to see if, you could see her do some sort of dance or something. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she was like
I know
yelling
I've seen it
or
before,
something.
but I mean,
Yeah.
I know Shelley Winters is in it.
Yes.
I don't
She
remember her whole
swims
thing.
in real
Yeah.
life.
Oh.
In that
Oh,
part,
yeah.
Yeah, she does the swimming. There's no
They're swimming.
stunt double.
Yeah,
That's
that's
her.
before stunt doubles.
Yeah. You're like, okay, Shelley Winters.
They would just light stuff on fire and be
you're
like, jump in the
60
pool.
You're 60 years old. Go ahead.
Get in there.
Now, what's next week's episode?
The one with the hypnosis tape.
Oh, I love this one.
Monica goes out with the guy that directed Iron Man and created The Mandalorian. Chandler uses a hypnosis tape with unexpected side effects. And Phoebe's brother Frank announces that he's getting married to his home ec teacher.
A lot happens in this episode.
A lot happens, yes. We're back to usual, everybody's doing their own thing.
Yeah, no more Ross and Rachel dominating this episode. Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
Sure.
All right, so I have some weekly news about the podcast.
Uh-huh.
We publish our podcast through Buzzsprout, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it costs us to publish our podcast every month.
Right, yes
So
it does.
we set up a subscription page to join the Maladjusted Misfits. You can donate and subscribe for as little as $3 a month.
Yeah, and that'll just help us with, covering our costs of producing the show.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So you can join us, and we'll announce our subscribers weekly.
Yeah.
Anyone that subscribes will give you a shout out on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to post it in our social medias, but you can always find it on www.buzzsprout.com/2250163/support.
So remember where...
Backslash? Should I say that?
I don't know.
Okay.
She meant backslash. So one of the things we watch every now and then is, we've talked about Matt Rose,
Yes.
his YouTube channel before, and we were watching one of his things. He just kind of reads funny things from the internet.
Yes.
And we were watching one where he was reading children's letters to Santa Claus.
Yes.
And one of them was a kid hand wrote in crayon,
Amazon link.
an Amazon link. This is what I want for Christmas, Santa. And it just went on and on.
HTTPS.
Amazon.com/S?9047BT12
And
question mark.
read the entire thing, and it is exactly what the girl kid would do.
Yeah.
If we asked her for what she wanted, she
Yeah.
would have written out that entire link.
Like a whole page of
Yes.
just
In crayon.
a web address on Amazon.
It was amazing. So the boy kid is home before he travels to his new destination.
Yes.
January 1st.
He's home for the holidays with us.
So we're watching a lot of things that he might like.
Yeah.
Although we do watch the Great British Bake Show.
Well,
because it's my favorite. And so we're going back and watching old episodes.
Right. There's been a lot of stress in the house over the past month. So whenever there's a lot of stress, I just let's watch the baking show. Let's watch the British Bake Off again.
He either puts Friends on or he puts the Great British Bake Off. And the boy kid is really getting into it.
He's like, oh, that's a fucking soggy bottom, man.
He's like, that guy's going to go. They're going to kick. Oh, yeah, he's off. Nope.
Come on, Lottie. You can do better than that.
It's so funny. But we have been watching a few things. So we watched the movie. It's like a mockumentary.
It's like a found footage horror movie.
Okay. So kind of like Blair Witch, but not.
Yeah.
It's called Hell House LLC.
Yeah.
And you and I had seen it before.
Right. There's like 5 of them now.
Yeah. Oh, I've only seen 2. But the second was okay. Yeah. But it's really good. It's pretty fucking scary.
It's a good scary movie. The premise is
it's a haunted house.
These people set up haunted houses, and that's what they normally do. And they picked an old hotel.
Yeah.
And it's a haunted hotel.
Yeah.
So they're setting up a haunted house in a haunted hotel. So that makes for some fun, scary stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It's a pretty good found footage idea.
Yeah.
I got to give him kudos on that.
It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And then also, we love watching it, but we introduced to the boy kid the TV show, What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah, What We Do in the Shadows.
Is so funny. I love it.
But
Poor Guillermo.
Poor Guillermo. Creepy paper.
It's great paper. If you ever get a chance to watch that series, there's a new season out. We haven't started yet, but we'll start.
No, again, I think we watched the last one when it came out, but there's not a ton of episods to each. It's not like Friends where there's 23 episodes
right? No,
every season.
There's
only
6 or 8.
10.
Yeah.
So.
I said 6 or 8. You said 10.
There's 6 or 8 or 10 or some number. But it's fun. That's a mockumentary on vampires.
Yeah. And I watched while you were sleeping The Perfect Couple, which is a series with Nicole Kidman and Liev Schreiber in it. And it's like a murder mystery. It was really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if we're doing that, then I watched The Oddity.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That was a good scary movie.
Yeah, so.
I don't get into a lot of holiday movies. I mean, like Die Hard is probably as holiday-y as I like to get. And that's a fucking Bruce Willis movie.
That's right. All right. We're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. And if you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe rate it and leave a review. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That doesn't cost you anything.
No. And if you want to contribute to the podcast, pick your favorite episode, send us your thoughts or reactions. We'll share them on the episode. We would much rather read your review than someone else's on IMDb.
Yeah, and we'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there anyway.
Yeah. So you can either email us at themaladjustedmisfits@gmail.com, or you can reply to Facebook and Instagram. You can follow the links in the show notes.
Like we explained earlier, we're hosted on Buzzsprout, so if you want to help us with costs, go on to our page and click the donate button. And
Yep.
they also have fan mail on there, too.
They do have fan
You want to
mail.
drop us a line that way.
Yep. Lots of ways to get a hold of us. Tell us what you think.
And we'll try to pay attention to all those different ones.
That's my job. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. These tiny little non-breasts, please.